the well, the dress, the chef show. So for today's dish, I'm gonna be making my infamous peaches and cream chicken and waffles. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Style in the Kitchen, Soul on the Plate. I am your favorite chef, Chef B, and welcome back to my channel. First off, I'd like to thank all you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Let's get into the dish. So for today's dish, I'm gonna be making my infamous peaches and cream chicken and waffles. Before we get into the razzle dazzle of this dish, let's have a toast. Damn. All right, guys, this dish has many components, and what we're gonna first start off with, cleaning our chicken and seasoning it. But before we do, you know my motto, no glove, no love. So you wanna take your lime, fresh lime preferably, and we're gonna use some distilled vinegar, and we're just gonna clean off our chicken leg and thighs. And you just wanna give these babies a rub all the way through. If you're one of those people who do not like this part of the chicken, you can just trim and continue to just trim all that fat off. And one thing I love about the leg and thighs with the waffles is that the leg and thighs are typically moist and they pair really, really well with this peach topping that we're gonna make from scratch. This chicken and waffles dish is a dish that you can have morning, noon, and night, and it'll also impress family, friends, that special someone. If you got more than one special someone or someone, everybody will love this dish. So now that we're finished cutting our chicken, cleaning our chicken, we're gonna rinse it under cold water for about 2 minutes, and we're gonna get into our peach topping. So next we're gonna season our chicken and let this baby marinate while we're working on our peach topping. You know our typical mix. We're gonna hit this with maybe a tablespoon of onion powder, tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of black pepper. We're gonna hit this baby with a little paprika and also season our flour. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna hit this with a tablespoon of seasoning salt. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of MSG, obviously. We're gonna do a little bit of thyme. And I think I wanna spice this baby up. We're gonna use a little bit of Cajun powder. We're gonna season this up and we're gonna let this marinate in the fridge for about 20 to 25 minutes. So one of the best parts about this dish is that it's quick, easy, and it'll knock your ass out in a second. And you want your chicken to look like this after you finish seasoning. So while this is marinating, we want to also take some seasoning salt into our flour, and we're gonna take some MSG in here. And for a little razzle dazzle, we're gonna add some parsley. So now I'm gonna teach you guys how to make the perfect peach topping. So to this pot, we have 2 cans of sliced peaches and cling juice. And you wanna make sure that you leave the cling juice on your peaches. We're gonna add about a handful of brown sugar to this mix. And we're gonna add maybe 3 tablespoons of sugar. And we're just gonna mix. I don't know about you guys, but I like my topping kind of sweet. So we're gonna hit this with another tablespoon of sugar. We're gonna grab us some vanilla extract. Oh, damn.
Oh,
The hell?
he needs some
Damn.
milk.
Just like a half a tablespoon of the vanilla extract. Give that baby a mix. We're gonna add a tablespoon of butter. And we're just gonna let this simmer down. Now to this mix, we have some yellow food coloring. And you wanna be very, very careful with this food coloring because it'll stain everything and get everywhere. But we're just gonna add this food coloring in because we want our peaches to have that nice yellow, bright, flagrant peach color. And so as you can see, this is starting to thicken up and take form. You just wanna use maybe a full tablespoon of this, or you can just add it until it's your desired color. So I want mine to look a bright orange. And as you can see, this is the color that you want to achieve. We're also going to add a half a tablespoon of confection sugar, make it a little more sweet. And we're going to add us half a tablespoon of allspice. We're going to add us half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're gonna add us a full tablespoon of nutmeg. And this is just so that way it can taste like grandma's homemade peach cobbler. So once this baby begins to boil, we have us some cold water, and we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of self-rising or all-purpose flour. And this is gonna make our thickener, so that way your peach cobbler topping won't be loose and runny, and you want the topping to actually coat the spoon. So we're gonna mix this baby up. And we've done this before in a few of our videos. If you check out video 2, where we made the rasta pasta with the snapper, you just kind of want to combine the cold water and your flour mixture. And I would say spoon it in, so that way you could always keep control of how much or how thick your topping is getting, and just give it a little stir. If it's thickening up too fast for you, I'll say turn it down a bit. So after you add your thickener, your topping should come out just like this. Smooth, creamy, coat the back of your spoon, and you got this sexy peach drizzle. You can use this drizzle to make a cobbler, even a peach cake, peach biscuits, any kind of topping that you want, you could use this. Now we're gonna start to make our homemade waffles. To this bowl, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We have a teaspoon of cornstarch, a teaspoon of baking powder, and we're gonna add some salt to this baby, just a little bit. We're gonna blend in our dry ingredients to make sure it's fully incorporated all the way through. And we're gonna add our egg. We'll crack an egg in here and crack another egg. We're gonna add in half a cup of oil, and we have some half heavy whipping cream and half regular milk. And we're gonna pour and whisk through. Wanna whisk and pour until these ingredients are evenly combined. Once you're whisking and you kind of have that center where it's just the milk and the cream, add a little bit of vanilla extract, and I'll say just another half a tablespoon. You don't need much vanilla extract, a little goes a long way. You want to just keep mixing till everything is incorporated. You'll fold this in, add a little more milk and cream. We're gonna add a full tablespoon of that confection sugar and keep whisking this in. You can add any kind of topping to your peach cobbler mix. Strawberries, apples, whatever your preference is, and you'll just make it the same way that we made this. So we took our chicken out the fridge, and we had already pre-seasoned our flour, and we just want to give this a mix and incorporate the seasons that we added to the flour. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some chicken that's gonna rival Popeyes. You're gonna put these babies in your flour, and we're gonna let this flour sit on the chicken for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it'll coat it and get room temperature. We're then gonna take some flour and do our check. And once you see it begin to bubble, that's how you know this is ready to fry. So you're gonna take your chicken, you're gonna bang the excess flour off, and you're gonna put it in your pan, just like that. After you add your chicken to the pot, turn up your flame. Do not turn these babies around. Just give it a little poke and create some space in your pan. While our chicken is working, we're gonna get into the waffle. Take your waffle maker, use some Pam cooking spray, and you're gonna lubricate your waffle maker, and we're just gonna pour the filling inside of this baby. You don't need to overstuff your waffle maker because you don't want filling everywhere. Lock this in and let your waffles cook. I like my waffles crisp, so when you hear the beep, 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 that's how you know it's ready. Now we're gonna get back to our chicken. Don't turn it, give it a little stir. So now our waffles are done, and they are to our desired crispness. Oh wow. Here's where it gets fun, and here's where it gets interesting. We're gonna take our peach topping and top our waffle. Take you some warm syrup and give it a light drizzle. Hit this baby with a little razzle dazzle, and boom, your waffles are done. So now our fried chicken is done, crispy, golden brown, and to perfection. Let's do a little taste test. That's it. I'm really too nice. Watch this. That's it. Now let's try this waffle. Soft, buttery. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Style in the Kitchen, Soul on the Plate. I am your boy, Chef B, your favorite chef's favorite chef. Please don't forget to like, click, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, we out.